Hey, what's up everybody? Today we are going to make a to-do app with React.js with the help of Firebase. We are not going to focus much on CSS. We will rather focus on the logic part. So let's get started. The prerequisite of this course is that you should have a basic knowledge of JavaScript. The rest part I will teach you. The things that should be installed in your computer are: first, you should have Node.js installed in your computer according to your configuration of the computer. You can install the latest features like this one or anyone, the current version or this one, both will work. And the second thing, you should have a code editor. Here I am using Visual Studio Code, so you can choose according to your choice, but I will prefer that you should also use the Visual Studio Code. So let's get started. Here I am in an empty directory, so I will open this with code, so it will get open in a code, Visual Studio Code. So it will ask for the permission. I will, yes, I trust the authors. I will cross this and I will open the terminal from here, new terminal, and I will initialize the empty React app. So in order to initialize the empty React app, I will just type npx react app and dot slash. The dot slash refers to that the React app will be initialized in this directory only, YouTube, the name which I have kept, YouTube to do. So I will hit enter. It will take some time depending upon the system configuration and all, so it will take around 2 to 3 minutes. So let's wait. I will join you after that, after it gets initialized. So after some time my React app has been initialized. So let's look at the folders. Here we have got a public src main. We will do our work with the help of this src file. So if we just expand this, we have a lot of file here. We do not have to deal with each and every file. We will require only like this index.js and app.js. Then we have a public directory. Here we have a list of these files. Here the main file is index.html. So let's do one thing. Let's start our React app just by typing one command, npm start, and hit enter. It will open the React app in the browser. Let's see. It is loading and it will just open the React app. See, our React app has just opened here. You can see that it is spinning the logo of the React app. So let's get started with our main coding. So first I will clean the files that are not required in the public file. Let's clean it. Like we do not need this file, hold the control button and select the files that you don't need. Like all these files are not needed, you can just shift delete it. Yes, you can delete it here. And if I press the index.html file, here are a list of comments. Let's clean those comments also. And the last comment here. So you can just name your app like here it is written React app, so I will just change its name to to-do app, and we will save it here and just cross this file. So in public we have, there was a lot of file, but we have just left with index.html. In the src folder we will just do the same thing, like we do not need this file. Hold the control button and just select every file that I am selecting and just shift delete all. If we require any of the file in future, we will just make it. In the app.js file, just do one thing, clean everything, press Ctrl A, select everything and just hit the backspace. And there's one thing that will generate the boilerplate, like type RAFCE. I will tell you how these things is available here. You have to download one thing and hit enter. It will just give the boilerplate, which will does not require you to type. So here I am just typing h1 and I will here write to do app and I will just press the Ctrl plus S, that will save. Here it is giving some error because we have not cleaned some files from the index.js as we have deleted them. So we will delete this last line. We will delete this line as we have removed the file. We will also remove this index.css as we have removed that file, and we will Ctrl plus our app will start. Now if we go to the browser, we will see, and we will just refresh it, we will see to do app is written here. So let's get started. We do not require to do anything with index.js file. Our main focus is on app.js file. So let's get started. In the to do app, what we need first is like I am leaving the heading as to do app. We will hit enter, and the second thing what we require is the input in order to write the to do. So input input, and we will hit enter. And the second thing we require is a button so that we can hit and add our to do. So button and button, hit enter, and we will write here like go, control save. Now let's see the browser what has appeared there. See, we can see here is a empty input field and a go button. Now if we write something here and hit on go, nothing will happen because we have not implemented any function. So let me close this thing, or we do not need here. So let's get into the code. So what we need like something we should write here, and after pressing the go button it should appear here somewhere. So let's implement that function. We will need a list function. So for that ul, and we will hit enter and type li. So in li, if we write something like the to do's, buy a bike, and we will replicate this line like control plus C and control V, and here I am writing like buy a car. And if I hit save and we will go back to the browser, we will see like buy a car, buy a bike, but it is hard coded. We do not want it to be hard coded, because if we hard coded, what is the use of like connecting it with the backend if we are just writing here? So we will connect with the backend like Firebase, but till now I'm just showing you that it will appear like this. We will write here, we will press the go button, and it will appear here. And if we refresh it, it will stay here because we will connect it with the Firebase. But before that, let's build our initial thing. Like we will use useState. A useState is a short-term memory. Like when we refresh the page, it will go, but until and unless the page is refreshed, it will remain there. So let's implement like basic functionalities. We will write here useState, STATE, and we will write here like const. We require first the input field, so focus on this. What I am doing, I will explain you each and everything. Input, set input, and write here useState, and we will keep it empty because we do not want anything to remain first at the input field. Like this input here, what you are seeing like input, its value is empty. If we write here something like, if we write here hello, then the value of this input will be hello, but I am leaving it blank because we do not want anything to be remain from previous. Like, and what we have to do now is like it has been set to input. So we have made once const input state. Like we have to just make one another use state for storing all the to do's. Like we can make here like const to do's, set to do's, set to do's, useState, and this will be array. Why this will be array? Because once we hit and once we write in input and we will just press the go button, all that should be have to stored somewhere, so that will get stored in a array. So that is why I am using here array. So let's find what we have to do next. We'll do here is like in the text field, type text field, we will write here like we will first like placeholder, and we will write here like enter a to do, and we will save it, and let's check out in the browser how it appears. See here it has entered, enter a to do, and we will here enter the to do's. So the next thing what we will enter here is like value. We need a value, and in the value what will go? In the value this input will go. You are saying this input I will write here INPUT, because we want that the first thing that should be the value of that should be input, and we will write here something, a function, something a on change. This on change takes an event, and in this on change what we have to do, like we have to set input. We have to set the input to e.target.value, e.target.value. So whatever we will write here, it will be like set the input to this value. This value is here. So what we will do next here, like if we like, if we go to the browser and if we write here something, and whatever we are writing here, this here, the set input, the value will be assigned to that set input. So this has been done till now. And what do we want next? We want next that if we press this go button, that to do should appear, that to do should appear somewhere like here. So let's do something like that. So we will add a functionality in this button, like on click functionality, and we will just give it a name, send. We have just given it the name of send. So and we have to make the function of send, so that we once we send that, it will get added. So let's do how we will implement that send option. I am just making that function here, const send. We will make the arrow function like here. So one thing we can do here is like we can just put it in the form, so that if we press enter also, our value should get added. So I'm just control C copy, and we will just type here form, hit enter, control Z, hit enter. We do not need this action. We will paste that thing, like we have pasted the input and the button. I have told you that we will not implement any CSS, we are just focusing on the logic. So we have just in order to type on click submit, and in the button we have to just add one thing, that is type is equal to submit. And what we can do next is like next yes, we have to implement. First we have to write here event, then event dot prevent, prevent default, default, to prevent the refresh activity of the browser. Now we will implement the main function, like we have to set the to do's, set to do's in the array. We will end the array with the help of the spread operators, the 3 dot, that is the spread operator. We will to do's comma, and we have to assign the values to the to do with the which what, this input, because we are actually typing the value in this input only. So input. So let's save it, and let's go here in the browser. So what we have done is like when we write here something and we press this, now it will not appear because we have not nothing done with the list. So this is hard coded value, so let's do something with that only. So what I will do here is like I will clean here, I will clean this both, and I will implement a map function. So let's learn the map function. Anything that is written, first we have to write the map function in the curly bracket. We have to like write to do's dot map. We are mapping the whole of the to do's, and we have to just map each to do. So we will just type here to do and arrow function, then again a bracket, then we will press the enter. And here the main thing we will write here is like in the list li, we will map each to do. So right here to do. Hit the enter and save it. Now let's see what has happened. See, we have just pressed. Now let's refresh it. So if we write here like something and press the go button, it will appear here. Now if we just clean it and write something here, press here, it is working. But one thing we see that we have to clean it manually, like after hitting the enter or go button, we have to just clean it. So we do not want, like if we press the go button, it should remain. So we can do one thing is like, after we hit the go button, we will do it here, we want our set input to be empty. Now let's save it and now see what has happened. We will again refresh it, type here, hit the go button, see it has vanished. Again type something, hit the go button, it has vanished. So it is working fine. Now it's time to connect it with the database. So let's connect it with the database. For that I am using Firebase. Let's go to Firebase and click on add project. Give your project a name like to do YouTube. I am giving it here to do YouTube. You can name it anything you want. Hit continue. We do not want this. Create project. It will take some time and it will create your project. In the meantime it is creating. Let's install one thing. Let's split the terminal and here we will install npm I Firebase. Hit enter. It will get installed in few seconds. Let's see. So hit on this continue. Go to this option, this crocodile brackets, click on this, give app your name, give name to this app like to do YouTube, YOUTUBE, and click on register app. It will take some time. So it has been registered. So what I will do is like, I will copy this part, Control C, and what I will do, I will make here one file in src. I will make one file known as firebase.js. Hit enter and here I will paste that code. We will add some code here in this configuration. We will write here import Firebase from Firebase, import Firebase from Firebase, and instead of this we will write here something like Firebase const Firebase app, and after this we will write here Firebase dot initialize app. We will give here this bracket and at the here we will just close it here. Hit enter, const db Firebase app dot firestore, and we will export this db, which is database. Export default db. Hit enter, control save. Now this, by doing this, we have exported our database. So one thing we have to do here is like, we have to go to this Firebase, go back to console and hit here Firestore database. We have to create this Firestore database. Click here. It will take some time to open. Let's wait for that. It has opened. Click on create database. Now focus here. We have to start in test mode. Click here click on next, click on enable. It will take some time, let's wait. So it has made the database. Now we will do something in the rules, like otherwise it will be valid for like 30 days. So let's do something with that rules. I will just remove this line and I will write here this one, and we will just click on this publish. So go back to this data. Now there is no data. Now let's connect our to do app with this. Now if we refresh it, everything will go. Now it's time to connect it with our database. So before that, we will just shift this part into a different component in React. As you know, there is a different components. So let's make here in this src folder, let's make a new file, todo.js. Hit enter. With the help of this snippet, generate the boilerplate, and what we will transfer there from, we will, this is to do, we will transfer there, and in the h1, light here like h1, we will put here to do, todo, to do. Control save. We have to implement this thing in the app.js here. Here. todo, and we will hit enter. It will be automatically imported. That is why I am using VS Code, because it has such functionality. And from here we will, with the help of the prop, we will send to do. We are sending here to do, like it will work in the same manner. First we will save it, control save, and here also in the app.js also we will control save and go back to the browser. Now let's see if I type here and see it is working fine. Now it's time to connect it with the database. It is connecting with the database with the help of the Firebase. Is very much simple. So let's get started. But there's one problem, like let's see what's that problem. Like if we do not write here and we will press go, see it is still printing it. It is still giving the value. But that should not happen. If the user does not typing and pressing the go, it will just print the empty value here. Like again, if I write here and then go, see this value is empty. So we want that if nothing is there in this input text, we have to disable that go button. So how we can do that? We can do that by just adding a one thing like disabled, and in the curly braces, no input. Now we will save it here. Now let's go back to the browser and see, like you will refresh it, and if there is, so let's see what I have done wrong over here. Input disabled. Oh, I have just done it here in this. It has to be done in the button. We have to disable the button, not the input. Control V, control save. Now let's go back to the browser. See, the button has got disabled, but as I will write something else, it got enabled. Now if I don't write here and we will press, see nothing is happening. So this is one problem we have solved. Now let's go what. Now we will add it with the database. For that we will use effect. So there is another hook. We will first write here use effect, and here we will call our use effect. So use effect, we will write USE use effect, and it will generate the boilerplate like it's the basic what use effect. So we will just clean it here, and we do not want anything also here. So what we have to write over in this use effect, so as we press the button, it should add our to do in the database, as well as we have to read back those data from the database in our browser. In our here we have to reflect all those here also. So we have to just do one thing, use effect. In this use effect, now there's a function snapshot. We will use that function known as snapshot in this use effect. First we have to import the database db, import db from the Firebase. See, it has automatically imported. Now here in this use effect, db dot collection. But before that, no, first implement this only. db dot collection, we are reading. With the help of this function, we will read our to-dos from the database, and we will here make our like to-dos on snapshot. On snapshot, there's a function that will take each and every to-dos and it will display in our browser. Snapshot, with the help of this arrow, and here we will write like what we have to do. We have to just do set to-dos, and here snapshot dot type map, snap snapshot. Doc dot data, and in that data we have to read each and every to do. So this way we are reading. This is just for the reading. And so let's load it. It should get loaded. So it is compiling. It is taking some time. So before that, this is just for the reading from the database, but we have what we have to do, like when we hit the send button, it should add to the database also. Like it is not adding, it is just displaying in the browser. So we will implement that adding functionality here, and it is also very simple. We have to just add one line like db dot collection, and here we have to add in what? We have to add in to dos, and there is a function known as add, and in this we have to, what is that thing in which we have to add? We have to add in this to do. And how will we add? With the help of this input, because we are getting the value here only, in this input only. We have to just, now with this, if I save here and go back to our browser, once I write here and then I will refresh, we will see that that value will not go, because we have actually connected with the database. It is so much simple. Now let's test it. If I write here React is amazing and just press it here, go. Now if I refresh it, see, it is not going. We have connected with the database. Now let's check in the database whether this value has come there or not. I am going to a database, and we will just refresh it. So you can see that React is amazing is appearing over here also. So we are successful in sending the data from our browser to the database. So what we have to do next is, like, let's implement the delete functionality also here. First I will write here some more to dos. React is amazing. I will write here like Firebase is fire, and this time I will not press the go button. I will hit enter, because we have implemented form. See, again it has populated here. Before that, you have seen like it will not be visible right now. Let me first, like, now I will do some random stuff here. So one thing you can see that it is appearing anywhere. It is not appearing in a particular manner like ascending or descending. The most recent should appear here. So for that we have to implement something known as order by timestamp. So let's implement that also. So let's implement that. First we will import Firebase, the actual dependency. Import Firebase from Firebase. And then here what we will do here, like where it is that function input, here we will write one add thing, we will add one more thing like timestamp, 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 and we will write here Firebase, fire base base, firebase dot firestore, firebase dot firestore dot field value dot server timestamp. And here see, now we have to add one more thing here, where it has gone here, dot order by, and it takes two parameter. Like we have to add order by in what, timestamp, stamp, and it takes ascending or descending. We have to arrange it in ascending or descending. So it is giving, so we have to arrange in descending order. So before that what we will do, like we will just delete our before these all things so that this would not cause any problem. Did the collection, we will write here to do's and we will hit delete so that our database once again become clear. And now see, first we will save it, control save. This time it will appear in a descending order. The most recent will go at the top. Go back to the app. Like I will just here 1 enter, 2 enter, 3 enter, 4 enter, 5 enter. See, it is not like 5 3 2, it is appearing in the systematic manner 5 4 3 2 1 because we have arranged it in the descending order. So it has, we have fixed it. Now let's implement the delete functionality also here. For that it is also very simple. Now let's implement the delete functionality. So in order to implement the delete functionality we have to deal with something known as id also. So we here in this line, in app.js, in this line we will add something more, like it is here written as map doc is equal to, we will here add one more thing. First let me delete this thing, and here we will open a curly bracket and we will write here id. But before that we will do this id doc.id. We will write here doc.id, and again to do doc.data dot to do. So this way we are getting the id also. We will save it. Now this will we have to do one thing here in todo.js. Instead of this to do, we have to, now it has converted into an object, so we have to do todo.todo. This is the object, this is the prop. Now let's see what we have to do. We have to implement that delete option. So again I will type here button, and in button here it will say delete, and here we have to implement a certain function over here that will delete the to do. As we click on that button it should delete that to do. So we will implement a dot delete function there. We will implement the delete function there. So what we have to do, we can do that thing in this one line also on click, and we will just in the curly braces, before that we have to do in the curly braces we have to do like db dot collection and in the to do's in the to do's, we have to dot doc, go to that to do of that id, to do of that id, and just delete that dot de dot delete that. So what it will do, it will just go to that to do of that particular id and it will delete that. So before that, just import db from the Firebase, control save. Now let's see it works or not. Go back to the browser and see the delete button has appeared over here. If we delete, so it is working very fine, it is getting deleted. So if we delete everything and if we go to the database, see no to do's are here. But if we go back and write here, like again, this time I am writing 7, enter, 5, enter, 6, enter, 2, enter, this, enter. So in the database, if we go and we just hit refresh, so you can see that all those values have appeared, like 6, 2, 5, 3, and just we can go here and just delete everything once again, so that in our database we can see everything has been deleted. So again we will go to database and we will just refresh it. See, nothing is there. You can see there nothing is there, so it is working very much fine. So we have made our to do app. We can write our to do, and once we have done that to do, we can delete it. So this is how we have made a to do app. So